sorry about that. I forgot all of you. I was busy watching a cat play piano on my phone. Before I came on stage today, I had a pretty busy day. I traveled to Greece, visited London, even did a lap through the Las Vegas Strip. Viva Las Vegas! And while that might seem like an unusual day, it was actually a typical day for me. Hello, my name is Makayla Haber, and I am not a teleporter, not a time traveler, but rather an avid reader. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about why we should encourage more book time and less screen time, and how we can convince more kids to put down their phone and pick up a book. Over winter break last year, I read Harry Potter, the entire Harry Potter series. That's 7 books, 3,700 pages, and 1,084,170 words. That's a lot of words. But all the places it took me, all the characters it introduced me to, I couldn't stop until I finished each and every book. And I finally learned what Wingardium Leviosa means. It's a levitation spell. We probably have our fair share of Hufflepuffs, Gryffindors, and Ravenclaws in the audience today. And I think I saw a couple Slytherins on my way in. Over that same winter break, I made a choice. I could either enter the world of books, or I could watch a cat play piano. And as cute as that cat was, and I mean, look at him, he's adorable. We all have a choice to make, what to fill our minds with, what to occupy our time with. And unfortunately, too many kids in my generation are picking their screen time over their book time. And unfortunately, we can't just Wingardium Leviosa and magically lift phones out of kids' hands. I don't think we need to either. I have a better idea, and it has nothing to do with magic. First, some facts. We're addicted to our phones. Now, some people think that's too strong a word, but here's what I want you to do after my talk. I want you to look at your screen time. How high is it? You see, the average American spends nearly 7 hours and 3 minutes a day on their phone. That makes up roughly 29% of your life. Think about that. You're spending 29% of your life on this. And why is that so bad? It's passive. It demands nothing of your mind or your imagination. Most of what you're seeing online, other people's photos or videos, are either staged, photoshopped, or completely fictitious thanks to AI. You scroll, you like, you scroll, you like. Social media supposedly shows you the world, but it takes you nowhere. Social media supposedly reveals behind the scenes of other people's lives, but it reveals nothing. Social media supposedly it brings people together, yet never have we been more divided. A recent study found that kids who spend just more than 3 hours a day on social media are more likely to have mental health issues like anxiety, depression, and loneliness. Social media use before bed can also disrupt sleep patterns and lead to FOMO. I remember when I first told my mom I had FOMO. She thought I had to go to the doctor because I was sick. But there's nothing funny about the fear of missing out. A study shows that leads to more compulsive social media use and perception of social exclusion. Now, what about reading? What do these studies show about kids who read a lot? First, it's clear that children who read see benefits that are cognitive, emotional, and social in nature. They perform better academically and have better mental health outcomes. Books aren't just an alternative to social media. They're a better use of time. Here's a quote from author Peggy Noonan I'd like to share with you. Reading deepens. Social media keeps you away a lot. Reading makes your mind do work. You have to follow the plot, figure out the motivations of characters, imagine what the bottom looked like. I understand what Gatsby wants. All this makes your brain and soul develop the habit of generous and imaginative thinking. Social media is passive. The pictures, reels, and comments demand nothing. They give you sensations, but the sensations never get deeper. Social media gets stuck in you. Reading is a rocket ship, new worlds. One of the main differences between reading and social media is that reading encourages imagination and builds you up, but all social media does is tear you down. Now, the big question is, how do we get kids to put down their phone and pick up a book? We need to launch more programs and establish ways for kids to make the switch. If we do, there will be huge benefits to society. We should have people online encouraging more kids to read instead of scroll. book fluencers, you could call them. Like phones, books are also mobile, so it could be easy to take them wherever you go. Over the summer, I started an experiment with my dad. While I was away at camp, instead of writing me letters, he wrote me stories. For 7 weeks, every day, there was a new update to the story that he was creating, and for some reason, it involved a dancing shrimp and a flying dragon. It's a long story, don't ask. Anyways, that got me thinking. What if story creation could be a shared experience among kids? That's why I created my own Google Doc and shared it with my parents and friends. It can be edited by all, a Wikipedia of sorts. It encourages people to use their imagination and write a story as part of a collective group. To further this experiment today, I created a new Google Doc that I'll now share with all of you. The QR code is now on the screen. Okay, now you can take out your phone. I promise I won't hold it against you. You've now been given access to a new story, which starts with this opening paragraph. Mia had no time to think. Who could think in a moment like this? She looked left again. There it was. How could it be? Should she call her mom? Should she take a photo? She did nothing. She was frozen. She knew she had to get back to Mrs. McLean's class. She had a geometry test, history assignment due, and today was pizza for lunch. But still, here she was, unable to take her eyes off this most curious sight. She was alone in the music room of Midnight Elementary. She had only come by to pick up her instrument, but that's when she saw it, clear as day. It was a cat playing piano. I invite you to join us in creating this story. Help us spread the love of reading, and help us bring people together. If you do, I promise it's something you will like, and you won't even need your phone to do so. Thank you.